Hello everyone, I'm Sebastian Y and this is Principles of Microeconomics. In this video I'm going to solve this exercise on long-run comparative statics. As always, I recommend you attempt the exercise first and then watch the video. In each of these questions we're going to start from long-run equilibrium. So I'm going to start by sketching what the market is going to look like in that situation. First we need to draw our demand curve and our supply curve over here on the market side. Then we're going to find our equilibrium price and draw that all the way across over to the firm side. On the firm side, our firm level demand curve is going to be a horizontal line at the equilibrium price. We're going to have a marginal cost curve sloping upward. And then we're going to have an average total cost curve that is a U shape that has its lowest point where it crosses the MC and then comes back up. In long run equilibrium, the bottom of our ATC curve must also cross at the point where MC crosses our horizontal firm level demand curve. I'm also going to mark out our equilibrium quantities for our market and for our firm, and then label our axes. Price axis on both, and then a big Q on our market, a little q on our firm side. Now we're going to analyze this situation. Assuming corn is a normal good, draw what happens in the short run and the long run if consumer income decreases. If consumer income decreases for a normal good, that's going to shift our market demand curve to the left. So we'll draw that first. We'll draw a new market demand curve. I'll call that D prime, shifting to the left. If we look at how our new short run equilibrium compares to what we had before, we can see that price has gone down and then quantity has also gone down. If I then bring my price all the way over here to the firm side, we can then draw a new demand curve here. I'll call that D prime, that is now coming across here at a lower price than before. So we can see that the short run price change has been a decrease. Now if we want to look for the short run quantity change for the firm, we see what our new profit maximizing quantity is. That has gone down because our new lower price crosses the marginal cost curve at a smaller quantity than before. So this is also decreased. Now for the short run quantity change in the market, we can see that also decreased. Now we're ready to figure out what happens in the long run. The long run price is always the minimum of the ATC. Since the ATC curve did not change, that price remains the same as before. Now that the price is below the ATC, firms are making negative profit, meaning they leave the market. That's going to shift the supply curve to the left until the price gets back up to where it was before. If we look at our market, that's going to happen at this point right here, where our old price crosses the new demand curve. That means that our supply curve needs to look something like this. I'll call that S prime. That means there's no long run price change. That stayed the same. Now looking at the quantities, for our firm, we're back to our original point, so no change there. And for our market, we are over here, a decrease from where we were originally. No change on the firm side, decrease on the market side. For our second question, we're going to go ahead and redraw the long run equilibrium. In this situation, we're going to draw what happens if the government gives a fixed $500,000 subsidy to each corn farmer. This subsidy is essentially going to decrease the fixed cost for each farm. It's not going to change the marginal cost because everybody is getting exactly $500,000 no matter what they do. So we're going to draw a new ATC curve that is lower than the one before, but still crosses MC at its lowest point. I'll call that ATC prime. The marginal cost curve, as I said before, is not affected. Since the supply and demand curve didn't change, and the marginal cost curve didn't change, there's no change to the prices and quantities in the short run. All the decisions that are being made in the short run are exactly the same as before. So, no short run price change, no short run quantity changes on either side of the market. However, in the long run, there is going to be a change. Notice that with our new ATC curve that is lower than before, our ATC is now below the price, meaning that firms are now making a positive profit. In the long run, others are going to look at that and say, I want to join the market. They're going to join the market until the profit goes back down to zero. And that's going to happen until the price is driven down to the new minimum of the ATC. We know where that is. That is right here. So I'm going to draw that dotted line all the way across to our market side, and that's going to tell us what things are going to have to look like in the long run. The supply curve is going to shift to the right as more firms join the market until we find the point that our new long run price crosses over with our demand curve. So our new supply curve has got to go through that point. I'll call that S prime. And then I'll go ahead and draw a new horizontal demand curve. I'll call that D prime over here on our firm side. Now I'm going to go ahead and mark out our new quantities. Over here on the market side, our quantity has gone up. Over here on our firm side, though, you can see that our quantity has gone down. So what this means is that we have more firms in the market, but each firm is producing a smaller quantity. So to sum this up, the long run price change is going to be a decrease because our average total cost went down. Our long run quantity change on the firm side, that has gone down because each firm is producing less than before. Again, because the price is lower than before, but in the long run, the market as a whole is producing a greater quantity than before. And that's all there is to this. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks for watching.